Hey everybody, this is the Coon Prairie Ramblers here, and we're back in the jailhouse. Now,
We're in the jailhouse now.
we're going to talk
Jailhouse
about
Rock.
the jailhouse.
What's
In
your
the
thing,
jailhouse.
Jailhouse Rock, I thought.
Yeah.
Oh boy, I can't do L. He's the Elvis guy. He
Well,
just,
since my baby left me,
look, thank you very much. So y'all been in jail, have you?
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she knows my father-in-law, Mr. Iverson.
Yes, sir.
And back before I married my wife, I was going to this jail with my future father-in-law. I didn't know he was my future father-in-law, but he asked me to go, and I'm thinking, well, I ain't got no reason to say no. And but it was hard for me because I was a juvenile probation officer.
Mm. Oh, yeah.
And
I imagine that would be difficult. It would be difficult.
Yeah. Well, what the problem was, when they find out that I know a judge,
Oh boy.
they think, oh, he's got it in with the judge, and then they just bug you like, hey, could you talk to Judge so and so? I said, no, I can't do that. You know, that's not right protocol. You
Not
know, and
ethical.
ethical. Yeah. Well, you know the judge, and tell him a story. I said he probably already knows your story.
He's heard every story in the book.
Told you.
There's a lot of stories, I'm sure, yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Wow. So
So that's why I stopped going. You know, with my father-in-law. You know, church purpose, or witnessing
Wow.
that. It just made it difficult because it invariably, you know, because see you're sat there in jail and you want to reach out. You think, that's my one chance. Talk to that guy. That's my
That's
one
right.
chance.
He's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Captive audience.
And then, you know, you always hear I always heard, my public defender's working on it. And I'm thinking in the back of my mind, I know who your public defender is, and I don't think they're working really hard on your case.
But you don't tell them that.
No. Oh, yeah, my public defender, so-and-so,
Well,
he's
that's
really
good. See, I
working
don't know
hard
any
for me.
judges, and I don't know any public defenders, so I have an advantage there.
Yeah.
Well, Mel, did you go inside the cell with them, or you talked through the bars?
If there were bars, there was different. You got some guys that's behind bars,
Yeah.
and you got some guys that are in a pod or a mod,
Open
or
area.
like a barrack, like, you know,
Right.
and they can come down, sit down at the table with you, and they can play cards, yeah. And you got about three of those mods or pods or whatever we call them. And then,
Wow.
That's where the girls used to be, but now they're just in cell blocks.
Yeah, I never got to see the girls.
Yeah, well, I don't go see the guys, so that's...
They love me.
Yeah.
They would have just,
They,
they would have chased me all over the place.
Police. All right. Well, how long you been doing
they
it?
separate them about 15 years now.
About 15 years.
Mhm.
And you do it here at our jail here in
Yeah,
DeSoto County?
DeSoto County Jail. Every Sunday, do 2 services.
Wow.
You know, but they used to be in the
Now, you do
pod.
the service by yourself, or
Yes.
you do? Yeah.
Yes,
With
me,
the
myself,
girls.
and I can go.
Do you have singing and stuff?
Oh,
or
God,
you just-
yes.
Yeah.
I have a great choir. I have great women in there that have such talent.
Can
that
you bring
sing.
in
No, can't bring
like
anything in or anything out, except for
no
my Bible.
harmonica or
No,
anything?
except for my Bible, I don't let me have a pen. I can't have anything. Just bring in my Bible with my message.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you have some of them whistled tunes then. They
Oh, we
whistle.
we can sing.
Yeah.
We sing a cappella.
Yeah.
Some of them have voices
Do you know that
can be
song,
carried.
Acapella?
Acapella, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have you sing from memory, or you don't have hymn books and stuff, do you?
No, hymn books, memory, yeah. A lot of
Yeah.
those songs, old time songs,
Yeah.
and songs from the church that I know, and a lot of songs that I sing, they taught me.
You know,
I know from they
Wow,
taught me.
no kidding.
Do you find that those girls, even though they're not necessarily church, they haven't been church, but they know songs. They know the songs.
Yeah, a lot of them have been brought up in church. Some of them are pastors' daughters.
Yeah.
Wow.
Some are
They
preachers'
say those are the
daughters.
worst anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Preachers'
Some of them
kids.
were brought up, and like someone said, they're not bad people, just made wrong decisions.
Hmm.
Some of them just made wrong decisions.
Goodness.
But there are some people out there who just never went to, I mean, their parents just never took them to church.
Never took them. And this-
No, there was one girl many years ago who I sent a birthday card to. So I like to try to keep in touch with them even after they've gone to jail or while they're in a jail, because
Yeah.
mail they like that. And I sent her a birthday card, and she was 40 years old, and she said, I had never gotten a birthday card from anyone, including my
kidding.
mother, all my
Wow.
life.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
I boggled my mind. I couldn't comprehend that.
We take too much for granted, don't we?
And that's what brought me on a different level, you know.
So, do you keep
Wow.
in touch with them once they leave?
I try to keep in
Yeah.
touch with them when they go on to
So
prison.
that's probably the most effective thing in their life afterwards to see that.
But you're working with people who are in jail, and some of them been in there for good reason. And
Right.
there's always a risk if you say, "Hey, let's stay in contact," and
Well,
this is where I live. Here's my phone number.
they never,
and
they
one
never
day
do
they're,
that.
"Hello, hey,
Yeah.
remember me? Let me in."
They have. I keep contact them with when they go to prisons. I write to them. I have a PO box. They only
There
write,
you go.
They
That's
only write
smart
to a
right
PO
there.
box. They have no idea where I live. They don't
That's
know
very
anything
smart.
about. Yeah, they don't know. So unfortunately, I know a lot of them in there before they get in jail. I work with them. I mean, I've been in this
you
town for a long
probably
time,
personally know
and
a
I
lot of
worked with them maybe at a vet's office, or I worked with them at wherever I worked at. You know, at or other place I worked at, any place I worked at, I may have been in contact with them, and so I know them. But that's once they're in DeSoto County, that's the other chaplain. His responsibility is to contact everybody. My sister, my brother, but I still write to them. Write to them if they're in prison. I try to write them every month.
People could only read your hands, man.
I'm Italian.
I'm telling you.
It's Italian. I can't go like this. You guys are sitting with your hands folded.
We've learned to hold on to our hands so we
Okay.
don't.
What's your
do
maiden
that.
name?
My maiden name is French, but my mother was very Italian.
Oh, okay.
It's French.
Yeah.
I've known
My maiden
pe-
name was Coutois, but my mother was Teresa Maliette Beneventano. Isn't that right? My sister Barbara, hello.
Yeah, I knew you were going to say
Hey,
hello to
Barbara.
her. Hi, Barb.
She might-
Glad you listened to the Coon
Yeah.
Prairie Ramblers.
How do you say that last name? Poupois?
Coutois.
Poutois.
Spell that
With
one.
a C. Courtois.
Oh,
My goodness. And nobody gets it right when they read it and
No.
pronounce it.
no.
No. Because the R is silent.
That's about as Italian and French as you can get.
Mhm.
Wow.
And my mother was Italian, so that's
Do
that was,
you-
that was the dominant force.
Do you eat
Big
French
time.
dressing on your salads? So it's Italian, as we
Or
say
French
here in the
toast,
South.
that's right. Italian.
Italian.
So you came to Arcadia and married an Englishman or a Irishman or something?
Where's
Miller.
his family from?
German. Pennsylvania, New Jersey.
Oh, Miller. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Miller.
Pennsylvania, New Jersey.
Yeah.
If I were a Miller.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
common name. Yeah. Jim Miller. What a common name, right?
Jim Miller.
Better than John
Yeah.
Smith,
Right.
Joe Blow, or
Yeah.
whatever.
Do
Goodness.
you ever sneak any rosemary into the jail there?
No, sir.
Yeah, right. I'm gonna sneak some herbs in. Yeah, right.
Hey, do they say, hey, will you sneak me some herbs? Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Here comes the
say-
cookie lady. Can you hook me
That's
up?
right. They have heard about the cookies though, because they've heard about the cookies because I tell them I
That's
was
torture. They hear about them and never get to see them,
Yeah. Bring them in a
Man,
picture.
I got
Show
these-
them.
tell them
delicious
tell them
cookies.
to get released from jail, get with God, get yourself right, and then you come down and buy some.
Then you can have a cookie.
And you can come down and buy some at an
Yeah.
event, No, I
So
take
what-
it very seriously going to jail, so I wouldn't never try to sneak
Yeah,
anything
I
in.
know. I was just jawing with.
He's pulling your hind
do
leg.
you, when they come out, do you direct them to a particular church or
No, they go to. I tell them to go to find some place where they feel comfortable.
go find some place?
Where they feel comfortable. They're invited. They're invited.
Yeah.
I don't go in there and try to get people
Yeah.
to join the church. It's
Yeah.
not my job.
Right. You're not going to come in and say this doctrine is better than
That's
that
right.
doctrine.
I'm not there to point my finger at
Yeah.
you because you already know you're wrong, so you don't need me to do that. I'm not there to elicit you to join the church. I'm there to tell you that God loves you.
There
And
you
that's
go.
Were
all
you
thing.
very happy with the training you got to get to the chaplainship?
Yes. Yes.
I mean, you
Yes.
feel it was really good?
Yes. I learned a lot.
How long do you have to train?
I started in January and I finished in May.
Mm-hmm.
It was a self-paced.
Mm-hmm.
So you could do it when you had time, and you weren't distracted because on the computer, did it on the computer. They had
Goodness, wow.
Well, how many chaplains like you are around the county?
I know first community service chaplain that I know of.
Really?
I think other groups go and visit them sometimes.
Mhm. It's
Well,
certified
there's
as a
Tommy and his wife, and there's
yeah.
you.
He's a chaplain. I'm a community service chaplain, which is I think a different.
Oh. Can you marry people?
Not that I know. If I found a justice of the peace, maybe I could marry people. but,
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
My job is to go into the community, like go to the hospital and visit people who are sick or might want somebody to talk to.
Go ye therefore. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
And therefore, we're about out of time. So we're going to have to break out of jail here. And we're going to have to make like a tree and leave. So
I got to get out of jail free ticket here.
You better hang on to it.
Oh.
All right, we'll see you back. Segment 3 in a short. Bye.